Hiya. This is how they act, alright? If you think they're not driving me crazy, they're driving me crazy. There's only one person that could have done this. And that's Meg. What do you have to say about it? God, I'm giving you an audience. This is a new number, it's unsullied and it's untouched. So how the hell is this number? I gave it to the trusted few. Or what I thought was a trusted few. So how the hell have they got hold of it? You know? They're pussies anyway, because they won't ever give the real number, right? Yeah, because they're fannies. They're just a bunch of idiots that just want to troll me and they just want to carry on. I've only got this for a month until I get, well, whenever my phone comes back. And when my gear comes back, I know you don't Heidi, right? Yeah, I know it isn't you. I know it isn't Neve. I know it isn't Shaz. Yeah, there's only one person it could be. You know, and that's Meg. I mean, I give this number out, right? Where's that bloody? Oh, there it is. I only give this number out to about 6 people, so it's one of those 6, and the only one that I give it out to that I've fallen out with today is Meg Solo. That is passed it on because she's right up Laura Cooper's backside. Good decoy, terrible human being. Six people I've given this number out to. Why am I getting crank phone calls already? So I thought I could trust one of them, and I can't. And you see, the thing is, this is how the worm turns, isn't it? Yeah. This is how the worm turns. This is how they operate. This is how they bully. This is how they try to stop you from talking about that awful torture chamber. I know, darling. Look, Heidi. Yeah, please don't worry. I know it ain't Pete. I know it ain't Lukey. Yeah. I know it ain't any of those. Okay, I know the ones that I can trust, but the only one that I can put my finger on, and I'm going to go back through who I give it to, because there's only about 6 or 7, really. So one of them have passed my number on to these trolls. And then they're cowardly enough, yeah, to start ringing my number. Because you see, the thing is, this is the way that cowards act. You know? And if you lend your eye to this aspect, I know, mate, I know, dude, I know it ain't you. I know it ain't you, dude. Alright? right? It ain't you. I know it ain't you. I love you, right? That was the ping, yeah? I love that man to death, right? It ain't him either. Yeah. But, I mean, I'm looking at a really short field. That's the purpose of it. I reckon it's Ashley. I reckon somebody's given Ashley the number. And he's got to go to prison, really. You know, he has got to go to prison. I know they aren't Heidi. Heidi, my sweetheart, I know what terrible things that they've put you through, my sweetheart. So please be placated and please stay calm, which I ought to do. And it's a struggle when you deal with my inboxes. This is worse than decoying. And that's something, that's a stark statement. So, I mean, it isn't as if I've given it out to everybody. I've given it out to very few. And when I find out who you are, I'm going to expose you. I wanted a month of peace and tranquility, especially when my peace has been shattered. I ain't changing my normal number either. I worked 3 hours in an EE shop for that 13 years ago to get a palindromic number. So I could go out and sell double glazing. So I ain't changing that. There's no way you'd force me to change that. If you want to keep on coming away on that number, then yeah, I'll just hand it into the police again. You know, but you see, the sign of a coward, the only person that I could ever think that's done this is Meg Solo. You know? Because she's right up Laura Cooper's arse. Or perhaps, you know, my friend helped me tidy up my flat. Tell you what, that dog's got enough room to run around, and I don't, you know, I live as I do, you know. He ain't affected. He loves me. He's walked, and he's loved, and he's cuddled, and he's fed the best dog food in the world. You know? So I reckon it's been Meg that's passed this out to Ashley, and now, I don't know, it just says private number, sweetheart. I'll put it back onto mute in a minute. Yeah, but I just want you to know that these people have actually got to me again. And it's been since I got this Thursday evening, and they've already got my number. And the very few that I shared my number out to, it's got to be one of them, particularly. Lukey's got it. He wouldn't share it. Nala's got it. He wouldn't share it. Deidre's got it. He wouldn't share it. Si's got it. He wouldn't share it. Yeah? Claire's got it, she wouldn't share it. Max has got it, she wouldn't share it. That only leaves one. And that goes back to the poisonous comment that come back to me this morning. You see, abuse, I had 11 years of it as a kid. So much so that it's the 30th anniversary this very month that I've never seen or spoken to my mother. I went out, I left. That's it. This is the abuse that I'm on about. And somebody's enabled them to get my number. And it's all on my messaging systems here, you know, so there's only a very few people. And the process of elimination is quite stark. Joanne wouldn't have done it. Sarah wouldn't have done it. But there's only one that would. And that's Meg. Meg Solo, part of Solo Scepters, believe it or not. The team that I've supported. After what she said this morning, Lukey told me he'd tell her off. And and before all of this happened, and before I realised what she said to Laura Cooper, then circumstantial evidence points at her. And she's passed it all around. So I'm going to, so I'm getting phones passed on to me tomorrow. I should get them by Tuesday. I've got two other phones. I've got an S9 and an S8. Yeah. And this one will be presented to the police to get guidance on where these phone calls have come from. Look, darling, I know you haven't, Joanne. Alright? No, it's just private number again, really. Yeah, and if I could nail anything that I've passed my number to, it's Meg, after what she said this morning. Because she obviously thinks that Laura Cooper has nothing to do with the abuse of children and the abuse of anything that's going online, but she's actually a part of it. And if it's a member of my attached team, I'm not a member of their team, and I think it's my full and utter duty to report it to Lukey, you know? Because that's the only leak that I could identify at the moment, but I'm going to go back through it. It's conjecture, but I'm 80% sure. 80% sure. You see, the poison runs deep with these people. They want to knock a good decoy out. And a good hunter. When I have the capacity to summon my guts to go out there. And that process is a week, 3 days, 4 days, it depends on my mental state. But yeah, to calm down enough to go out there and strike cogently, correctly, and within boundaries that are lawful. I think a lot of people are too blind to accept that real kids are being abused in there, and I think me shining a light on the absolute fact that real children and real people's children within or within the peripheries, because I know, Joanne, you're not a part of the community. I won't class myself as one. I'd class myself as if Soul Survivors asked me to do something, I'd do it. Else I go out alone. So yeah, I'm getting another S8 sent on Tuesday. I'm getting another S9 sent tomorrow, so I'll get that on Tuesday. So I can hand this into the police now and understand where this funny phone calls come from. You know? So we're going to get this tracked now, and I'm going to be phoning the police as soon as I get my other devices, switch my SIM card around, and I'm going to hand it in to see where this call's come from. And I'm going to see who passed the number on. And I'm going to take another look through the messages that I've sent and the people that I've sent my number to. I might not be big, I don't know, it might not be. But considering what she did earlier, and the message I sent her, and I blocked her actually. It's the first member of the Soul Survivors I've ever blocked. I did it earlier on. Then that's my prime suspect. I'm not saying that it is the culprit, but I don't like her anyway. She's a cunt for saying what she said earlier. I mean, I've already prescribed that into my rhetoric. But somebody's passed my number on. And I'm going to go through my messages to see who I've passed my number on to. And I will be calling the police when I get my new phone. When I put this SIM card into the new phones that arrive on Tuesday, I'll be calling the police and I'll be going, could you possibly take this away, please? Alright? No, darling, Heidi, please don't worry. I know it isn't you. Okay, Heidi, calm down. Darling, I know it isn't you, sweetheart. I know I've passed it to you. Okay? Please stop being so defensive. And I shouldn't even panic. Although I am panicking about the fake profile that they made up and whatever that fake profile said on various different platforms, and whether police are going to come to my door tomorrow morning and try and break it down. You all deserve hanging. You all deserve torturing. You know, if you want to make up a torture chamber, right? And you bring a torturer into the torture chamber and expect to be fucking tortured. So I'll turn the tables. It's as simple as that. If I got hold of any single one of you, game over. I'm not going to though, because as I said before, the law will deal with this. We're progressing. We're progressing in gait, we're progressing in volume, we're progressing in might, and we will all stand together. I know, Joanne, I know. So, you know, I've got an S8 and an S9 coming up Tuesday. So this is going to be immediately handed over to the police, and I'm going to find out where those private numbers come from, because I can just switch, bang, and I can only thank these people that are sending me these devices, yeah, to keep me alive. Not in the literal sense, but in the sense of this case. Like I told you before, you don't fuck with clever. And you might think I'm a drunk, you might think I'm a druggie, you might think whatever you like. I'm a good decoy. I thought Lukey got his VC tonight. I thought he went by himself. He's like, nah, okay. He'll get it one day. I've got two. I'm the only one that does, actually. Has done it well and executed well. The second one was a bit of a shithead, but I mean, you go in marching onto an entire family by yourself on Christmas Day. It's like, that's like storming a machine gun nest. Yeah. And that's just what you're dealing with here. So I wouldn't give a fuck whether I died in that moment or not. I don't give a fuck if I die. No. It'd be a blessing. More than a curse. I don't care if I die in combat. If I die in my bed, I'll go and be recycled. If I die in combat, then I'll go to Valhalla. And those are the things that I'm talking about. This phone will be handed in as soon as I get my other SIM card. I'm going to phone the police. Said, I need you to take this phone. I want to ping off that mast. See where it's coming from. And I can just switch my SIM card over and I can carry on and I can make a different account. So you carry on being stupid. And I'll keep on burping. This is really gassy stuff. So out of all of those, I'm going to take a look through who I sent it to. I know I didn't send it to Steve Kindred. I know I didn't send it to... yeah, I've blocked him as well because he's from California. And I've got another screenshot of him, right, saying no, I thought I'd lost him there for a minute. Yeah. He's trying to troll me from California. Yeah. And he even thinks that's fucking safe. I mean, if I got back to work, it ain't fucking safe. Nobody's out of reach. From me. I mean, are they trying to get Sick Boy to come out and play? Let me explain to you about Sick Boy. The lunatic. I've got 3 of me. I've got Simon, me. I've got Sanchez, the hunter, the salesman, and then I've got Sick Boy. Sick Boy hasn't come out the door since 2006. If you saw what Sick Boy done then you'd be scared. You'd be petrified. It wasn't on this territory, it wasn't in this country. But I dealt with a paedophile in a way that you would never possibly imagine. I just raped a kid in India. Then they accused me of being one and having sexual abuse images, not knowing I'm a berserker. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. If I saw one, without decoying one, I'd smash the shit out of them. That's not idle conjecture. That's actually true. Unless I've left my number on here by accident, which I may have done. But I am going to get it tracked. And I've got an S8, an S9 and a J5 coming. Yeah, as a consummate support. So all I've got to do is whip this SIM card out, get it into the S9, woomph, they're back in business and hand it over to the police. So, you know, that's clever of you, really. Yeah, because I told you I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you by lawful means first. And God help you if lawful means don't work. You won't get Simon. You won't get Sanchez. You'll have Sick Boy. If you saw the state of the paedophile that I dealt with in 2006, you ought to start being afraid. Very afraid. It's only until I was diagnosed I realised why I'd done it. Because I've got a form of complex I've got complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and that elevates or it detracts to a point where you are in a melt on the floor. But when it's elevated, it's stupid, it's dangerous, and I don't like it. Are you really going to push me to those edges? I hope not. But if I start searching, if this doesn't work, I will start searching. And I will destroy every single fucking one of you. Alright? I won't only destroy you, I'll destroy your families, I'll destroy your friends, I'll destroy your fucking dog. Just like you're trying to do with me. I'm deleting this, so I don't like being nasty. When I strike a paedophile, I want it to be fair, I want it to be just, I want it to be 1 or 2 on 1. Not 10, not 4, not 3. Just do all 1. Either me, 1 security, straight cameraman, bang. And if you think I'm not ready to charge, ask Lukey. And ask those blokes that fucking turned up the other Sunday whether I'm willing to charge or not, outnumbered 3 to 1. That's the aspect of it. That's what I am. Would I have beaten them all? Maybe. Maybe not. I love them. I love them all. I love Wes, I love Lukey, I love Deej, I love Sai, I love all of the solo scepters and soul survivors, bar Meg. Isn't that strange? She's liaising with Jimmy Savile, and I've got a screenshot to prove it. So it's now time to discredit Meg. If indeed she was the one that passed on this number. I thought I could trust her. But this morning, I found out that I couldn't. It's rather strange that I've kept this number very secret, so I don't get trolled or disturbed. And I've tried to remain calm. And God help you, I've got to remain calm. Because if the ripping, seaming off brake fucking spits into your middle stump, you're fucked. You can't read my bowling. You can't read me. You can't read my decoy either. My decoy doesn't actually make sense, which is the point of decoying. It doesn't make sense. My decoy will never make sense. Whatever I do as a decoy, I will throw out red flags. Warning, 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 all the way along. I'm not after numbers. I'm after continuance and their effort as a paedophile to get at my decoy. I'm a total defensive decoy. I'll give them any excuse to go away, which is why I don't strike so often as these other people do. I'm a pure defensive decoy, and I work hard at it. I've worked very hard to use my training to be the best decoy that I can be. And if you saw my decoy chat, you'd understand. You'd go, how did you do that? I'm after the hardcore nutters that want to groom children. Why, fuck, I don't want to make it easy for them. Yeah, to sting them and to make it easy would be easy. It wouldn't be hard. Oh yeah, alright then. No. They've got to be determined. They've got to be more determined, or as determined as I am, to catch them. Alright? No, that's my 14th. That was 4 cans earlier. It's only 350. This is my 15th, actually. But I am erudite and I am talking. And I've just had funny phone calls. I've only given my number out to a very few amount of people. And there can only be one of those that very handful that have got to me like that. That pass my numbers on. And the only person that I could suggest that has done that is Meg Solo. That's conjecture. I've got to say that. But given the facts of what she said earlier on Laura Cooper's Live, then perhaps 2 and 2 equal 4, perhaps it might make equal 5. But we'll find out from the police, won't we? That's what we'll do. And my hero's stinging right now, and I can't even watch him. He should be called God, though. At least they saw it. Because when I told them about the torture chamber, Wes and Deej and Lukey sat in that garden back there, and I started showing them and talking to them and showing them what this TC2 was doing to all these people. I saw a penny drop in every single one of their heads, and they got it. So who shared my number, eh? It don't matter who shared my number. Yeah, but these private phone calls, and with these devices coming back in, I've got an S9 and an S8 coming in. Yeah, and I need decoy phones just because, yeah, in case I have to hand them over to the police. So that, I mean, it gives me an added advantage that I can decoy and just go, yeah, there's the phone. And I don't have to worry about it. No, I didn't give Leslie my number, Sarah. I'd never give Leslie my number, Sarah. Alright? Yeah, she does my head in. Although she's been bullied by these arseholes, and although, um, I mean, dear Leslie, I mean, I do like her, but she just does my head in. She's a very pleasant lady, but I'll be there doing a live and go, oh yeah, it's really sunny over here. He goes, oh yeah, you know, the weather's wonderful here as well, but as the crow flies, she's about 10 miles away or 15 miles away. It's like, yeah, well, surely, you know what I mean? I think she just says things to have something to say. She can't think of anything which is either relevant or cogent. It's like, yeah, the weather's really good here. Yeah, she's 10 miles away, literally, as the crow flies. So, well, if the weather's like this here, and then it's sort of like, she'll go out, oh, I know where such and such lives. I've had this in my inbox. It's like, am I interested? Nah. And I'm not. Because, given all the facts of these matters, I'd rather go by sticks and stones and arrows and slingshots and all the basic tools to go out and hunt them myself. I ain't being pushed over the edge, darling. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I mean, it's only 4%. I mean, this is 4% piss, mate. I wouldn't worry about that. I really wouldn't worry. It does taste really nice, but it's not going to get me. I mean, I'm not a violent drunk either. I'm usually a happy drunk. I'm usually sort of like playing practical jokes. If I'm out, yeah, I'm a different person, but I'm that happy lunatic that goes, "Bleh," yeah, just like I'm that idiot. That's Simon, though. That's Simon. Sanchez. I'm being Sanchez at the moment, the hunter. And I'm really trying to keep Sick Boy out of the equation because you don't want him. You don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want that balance to be tipped. Because Sick Boy ought to be locked up and pervaded from society. And like I said, he hasn't been, and it wasn't in this country anyway, he hasn't made an appearance since 2006. And a little kiddie. I'm going to tell you the truth about this now. Actually, because I think you deserve the truth about me. But it was noble, it was honest, it was good, and it was necessary. And I'm going to go for a wee, so do excuse me, and I'll come back to that in a second. the things that I learnt in India where this happened. And if any of you've been to India, you might understand where I'm coming from here, and you might understand the story which I'm about to tell you, and you'll understand that this all would make sense. If you haven't been to India, then you wouldn't know, and you'd never know. Now, there are lots of poor people in India, and a lot of the parents teach them how to juggle and rope walk, and I mean rope walk at 5 or 6 or 7, and they're walking across this little tightrope, yeah, and their balance is amazing. And there was this kid that used to come round to me every morning, and he used to do this juggling act, and he must have been about 7. I'd give him 20 rupees, 30 rupees, yeah, which is about 25 to 30p. Do his little juggling act, he'd sing a song, you'd feel for him, knowing that he had to support his family. So you give him a few rupees, 25 pence. They ain't like walking through the centre of town and going, could I have a quid, mate? They were doing it out of necessity rather than passion of it. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. I've got to tell you this. This is the truth. One evening, come around to do his juggling act, and I noticed that there was blood running down his leg. I looked, and he had tears in his eyes, but God bless him, he carried on going to please his parents. He'd just been raped. You know that Gurkha that I sparred with? Now I can't remember too much after this. I either did one of two things. I either got him to show me where he was, and I took him to hospital and I paid for his hospital treatment. And then I went and stabbed the cunt that did it. And now they're accusing me of having child fucking... Did I get away with it? Of course I fucking did. It's Goa. The Indian police are useless. You know? Do you want to sort of like come around here and call me a fucking paedophile or accuse me of being a paedophile after fucking witnessing that and doing what I did? Yeah, alright. Do it. Do it. Do you what you want. Am I proud of the fact? Nah. Did I do it? Yeah. Is it traceable? Nope. You know, will there be any reports that existed? Nope. Did I do it? Yeah. So I stabbed him in the neck? No. I took a go at his door, so I just left him. I fucked off. I burnt all my clothes, handed back the knife, had it washed, sat back down, and had a mojito. Maintaining my gait until I went to bed. And then I cried my eyes out for that poor boy. I had to whack £200 into that hospital to get that boy cured. Due to that dirty bastard. What did you do? Eh? What would you do? And then you accuse me of this. You sick bastards. Am I proud of the fact? Nah. Am I proud of the fact that I stabbed somebody? Nah. Was it right to do so? Yes. I'm getting these bastards straight. That's a crime that I've committed. He didn't die because it wasn't in the paper. But I fucking injured him. Badly. I just went in. Hello, how you doing? All right, mate, do you want a spliff? It's like, yeah. Reached into my back, you know, into my shorts. I went out and I went bang. That's who you're fucking with. You know? That's how I treat paedophiles. That's why now, under UK law, I go out and I do it properly. I go out, I decoy, yeah, and I'll do it well. I'm not going to hurt them. I'm there in the cage with them, and I'm going to turn that off a moment. Do excuse me. I'll turn the volume off a moment. Yeah, there we go. So you're not going to be able to hear that anymore. And then these fuckers turn around and call me a paedophile or accuse me of, you know, having these images on a fictitious hard drive or on my phones. No. Because the night before I had a fight with David, a play fight. That's the time he knocked me on my arse. He was a Gurkha after all. And we only played sparring and it was only light contact, you know? But when David, get me a knife. You go, yeah, son, like, here you go. He saw what had happened. This kid showed me where this guy was staying. And I know I got the right one. He pointed it out to him and then I took him to the hospital. I can't quite remember whether I did it in a reverse way. Because then I just blanked out. I'm sure I got him to show me who he was. And then I took him to hospital. Then I came back and then I did that. I think that's the way it went. But I'm not entirely sure. That's my confession. If that's the worst thing I've ever done, then so be it. That's the worst thing I've ever done. But actually, I think that's the best thing I've ever done. Because that bastard will never rape a kid again. Guaranteed. I don't know how many times I stabbed him either. That's my story. Don't know what it feels like. And these bastards in this torture chamber are akin to what that man did. They're the same type of person. Not to be me. I'm calm. I'm trying to stay calm. This is going to be handed over to the police anyway. When I get these new devices handed over, because I need this device to get pinged off of these addresses. And if you want me to, you know, admit all of this in the court of law, of course I'm going to. Because it's here on tape. On tape, I mean, well, tape is a 1980s and early 1990s things, but yeah, here it is. How many of you would have ignored it? Just taken him to hospital and not done anything about the perpetrator? 99% of you, 99.9% would have not done what I did. And that's what you're dealing with. The echelon. campaigner, the dangerous one, the lone sting, the one that knows he can handle himself, the one that you can know you can knock the crap out of 3 people just at a standing start. And to my mind, although I'm getting older, and although I am wiser, to take pride in such a disgusting action would be stupid, but that's the action that I took. Did he deserve it? Yeah. That wanker cost me 200 and some 8 quid to get that kid sorted out. He had to have his anus sewn up. And he needed antibiotics to stop infection. And I visited him every single day to make sure that lad was alright. I brought him treats and I made sure he was fine. And if you ever see anything that heartbreaking or ever experiencing something that heartbreaking, I get flashbacks about that and that child, and I look at that child and I think, yeah, that was me. That scared thing. But I'm not scared anymore. Sometimes you gotta breach a gap between decency and indecency, and if somebody does something so indecent, then you must act. And to those horizons that I peer out in 2006 and those that I peer out to now, I'm doing exactly the same thing now to these arseholes that want to pick on children. And if that's my gate, and if that's my will, and if that's my candor, I will destroy every single one of you. That's the truth. Wanna fuck about now? Wanna come to my door? Think you're clever? Think you're hard? Think you're a lunatic? Think whatever the fuck you want. Wanna fuck around with this? I'm a paedophile hunter. I did what I did out there because I knew I could get away with it. My clothes were burnt. My shoes were burnt. Everything was gone. There's no DNA. There's no nothing. I got rid. Of everything I was covered. It wasn't that far away. And the Indians that I walked past just ignored it. They thought I was bleeding. That's a shocking thing. They ignored it. So fuckers, how now? Hey? I don't think he'll be abusing anybody else ever again after what I did to him. I mean, I know he didn't die because it would have been in the paper. Which is written in Victorian English. If you've ever been to, India, you understand that these things, they still use words like larrikin. And it's not the sun or any, this is perfect dictate English that they write in the English papers anyway. It wasn't even reported. But I had him. And I hope he would never have sex again. He shouldn't be able to. Not after the job I did. And I don't think he'll ever be able to abuse a child again. Because his willy won't work. So, what extent will you go to, fuckers? Do you want to keep on picking on me? Or do you want the same thing happening to you? You want to accuse me of being a paedophile? If you want to accuse me of having fucking... do it. Yeah? Cowards. Phoning me on private numbers. That buzzed again. They're just cowards, really. What I did that day did not require cowardice. It required resolve. I didn't even know I suffered from CPTSD right at that point, but I do know, and I know what triggered it. That's how dangerous my condition is. So I've got to psych myself up before I sting. Yeah, not to do anything so stupid. Yeah, so I've got to get out that door, make sure, right, yeah, that I'm in the right frame of mind. Yeah, which is difficult anyway. Yeah, and just make sure I'm not going to kill somebody. That was the most upsetting, even after my abuse, to see that kid. That sent me into the ether. To become the choir invisible and to strike. And to get away with it. No, I didn't kill a man. I stabbed a paedophile. They just raped a kid. In India. And it's ages ago. And then I became the hero of Hikadua. I'll tell you about that too. Now if I was going off for a month or something, I wanted to go to Sri Lanka, I'd spend a month, a calendar month, in Sri Lanka. Alright? Well, I'd go to Europe or I'd go, you know what I mean? Or I'd have a few holidays around in England and, have a week off and just fuck about. Because I was working about a 25 hour week and I was earning £1,000 a week. It's fine. So I could just fuck off whenever I wanted to. I didn't realise, yeah, I mean, I've got a faulty drive. I mean, my drive works as like, you know, sometimes, but, you know, I mean, there is a fault, yeah, and that's CPTSD. Yeah, it's like if you run a diagnostic, yeah, over me and my psychological condition, you're like, right, okay then, right, you can tackle, you can do this, you can do that, you can do that, but, ooh, there's this spike. I'm fucking dangerous. I'm really dangerous. Alright, and it actually scares me more than you'd ever know. European bloke. Nordic. Oh, I think. Given his accent. Oh, how do you want a spliff, mate? Yeah, alright then, reach into my back pocket. Woomph. Got him. Do I still have flashbacks about that? No, I don't actually. I have flashbacks about my own abuse. And, yeah, there won't be any records in Indian police. I mean, this is untraceable. Yeah. I mean, you know, dead bodies are found all over the place, usually due to drug debt. So the Indian police used to treat that as if, yeah, it's just something happened on the day, and I began, you know, I knew that because I'd already spent 3 months in there. I was taught by some very good German people. I love German people. Stoic. They're like us. The ones to get out of Europe anyway. Am I European? Yes, I am, but I'm also Asian. No, I saved that bloke. I saved hundreds of kids from that bloke. I didn't kill him. But I imagine that you'd never shit solids again. And then they've accused me of coming around and having child abuse images on my head. I'm sat there taking all my devices out my fucking house. And you accuse me of something as sick as that after what I done there. I've got to go back to, I'm going to then progress to Hikadura, which isn't half as violent. That's just a punch from a cross-legged position. I knock in the flying fuck out of Sandy in one punch. He ended up in Gaul prison. Now, when I travel to Sri Lanka, I go and see my friend Chandika, and then, well, next time I'm gonna go to Yamantha and Deep D must be, he must be about 16, 18 now. You know, Deep D Raja, you know, Deep D's his daughter, and Mantha and Vishva. They'll meet me from the airport. We'll all get a hotel and then we'll just all go and get the bus and travel locally around the country. We'll get back to Nurilia. We're going back and see Raja and that. And I'll buy food and chocolates and treat them. I mean, I'll put internet into their school. I paid for the internet in their school in 2006. I paid for the cables and the shit to go into their school. Hundreds of pounds. Hundreds. It's uncool. We don't have internet at our schools, don't you? We like the internet. And they were 10, 9 and 3 at the time, 2005. That cost me about £2,000. I did it. I had the so they could learn. So I added it in and made sure that they had an education. Because I was flush as fuck, you see. I was earning money that you do not believe. It's like, yeah, alright, then I'll do that. In 2006, when I first met them, the first night, I go, Uncle, do you want to play some cricket? No, I'm a cricketer, yeah? I said, yeah, alright then. So obviously the kid's bat, yeah? And I was giving them sort of like some slower balls, you know, because obviously they're kids. And overarm as well. Yeah, but they're slow and they were hitting the ball about and all of that. And I go, Uncle, do you want a bat? I said, yeah, alright, then I'll have a bat. Yeah, so grab the bat. First forward defensive shot, yeah, like bat behind. Well, I mean, I'm a right-handed batsman, but I'm a left-footed footballer, and I'm a right-hand. I mean, you know, it's like my left foot and my right hand. Yeah, my left foot is the kick of the football, but my right hand is my writing hand, and that's a juxtaposition within me. That's quite weird. I'm right-handed but left-footed. Yeah. So, oh Darren, fuck off, alright, will you? Know what I mean? Let's just block him. Right? So, they did a ball, I hit one, and then they bowled a second ball, and I just went click. Yeah, it's like into my calf. And the bat broke in two. And I mean, I was horrified. I really was. And I went, right, okay, then I owe you a new bat. They weren't wickets, they were just sticks and things like that. I said, right, okay, then we're going to go down to the shop tomorrow and we're going to get you a new cricket bat and stumps and yeah, we're going to do all of that, yeah. So I did that and I was taking them around the shop and you know, we got all of that and I was with the dad and you know, his dad took me up to Sripada and there's some photographs that I've got of that. The kids didn't come because it's a hard climb and they were too young and yeah, so Raja and I went off. But whenever I go to Sri Lanka, I'm welcome at the house, you know. So, yeah, I took him in. I said, right, I said, we're just going to get you a cheap cricket bat, you know what I mean? It's like, we'll do you for a few years until I get back. I said, but when you're men or when you're older, yeah, to the two lads, yeah, so nine and 10. Yeah, so they're about, no, they're 8 and 9. And by the time we got back, they were, yeah, 13 and 14, I think, or 7 and 8. Yeah, yeah, I mean, it was something like that. And when I was buying them these cricket bats, I said, right, I said, the next time I return, I said, I said, I want you to be playing for Sri Lanka, all right? Yeah, I want to be able to train a national player. And I was training them. I was training them how to play cricket. Yeah, and how to bat and how to bowl and how to spin ball and what the difference is between a wrist and finger spinner and a swing bowler and how you hold the seam and yeah. So I was teaching them all that. So I wanted them to play for Sri Lanka. They didn't make it, but never mind. Yeah, I'd give them a dream. They lived in a house which was made of corrugated iron. Poor. And they and Raja was coming up with the Neurelia Trekking Club. It's a business now, and obviously because of COVID, they're suffering. I've messaged Vishvar, who's about 20 I think now. I said, look, dude, if your parents need any money, I'll fucking send it. You know? So then I spent about 200 or 300 quid on the batting equipment, and it was sort of like one's a left-handed batsman, and one's a right-handed batsman. It's like, oh god, that means I need to pay for 2 pairs of gloves. Yeah, 2 cricket bats. Yeah, pads which are reversed. Obviously, the front pad. Yeah, that's the one that you step out with, and the other one's a little bit less padded. And a real cricket ball, some real stumps. Yeah. Those little bastards hit me in the chest so many times. Yeah. It was unreal. It's like, yeah, you can bowl now, can't you, sunshine? So that's me. If you ever wanted a holiday in Sri Lanka, I'll just go, yeah, Raja, yeah, Vishvar, Namantha. Pick them up from the airport. Just get a flight. They'll take you. They'll take you through the rest of Sri Lanka without even sort of like bothering. Yeah, they'll take you to the home, and you'll have a wonderful time. They've actually managed to accommodate. I think it's about 20 guests now, but it was just a house, and it was a structure. It was just sort of corrugated iron, and they had a toilet, a working flushing toilet in it, and you're not shitting in a bucket or anything like that. And I'm officially their uncle, really. Well, everybody over the age of 25 is called uncle to young kids, like, you know what I mean? In India and in Sri Lanka, you know what I mean? They go, all right, uncle. So yeah, I'm their uncle. Did they play for Sri Lanka? Nah. I'll probably have to give them a little bit of bollocking for that when I next turn around and get there. It's like, why aren't you playing? They are playing. They're working. I think, you know, one's a builder. You know, they've been put through college, and you know they're supporting mum and dad, and Deep D is one of the best photographs I've ever taken, actually. Deep D, and it's on their wall. She's about 3 or 4, and I was looking at her and I went, snap. And it is the best photo, and yeah, she's a lovely little girl. You know, and when I turned up in 2012, I turned up at the house and Deep D was still at school, and you know, the lads were at home. They got back on the bus and all that lot, and Raja said, go out there and meet her. You know, she's Mr. Uncle Simon. I went, hi, how are you doing, darling? Yeah, she started crying. Yeah, she didn't know who I was. But by the time I left, and Raja and I was going up to Shripada, yeah, for puja, and as we were leaving, so we were going down to Hikkaduwa then. No, we weren't. We were going down to... No, Hikkaduwa is where I went in 2012. I'll remember the place in a minute, yeah, but we're going down there to this other place, you know, through Ratnapura and then down to the south coast. And we went on the bus. He took us on the bus. And no, I was going down to Hikkaduwa the second time. That's right. Yeah, the second time. This was the second time. Yeah, the second time. So I had my mobile phone. First time I didn't have a mobile phone. I thought, ooh, right. And we're on the bus, and I get this phone call, and it's Deep D, and she's in absolute mortal flux. It's like, Uncle Simon, I love you and I miss you, yeah? And well, I thought, oh, I love you too, Deep D, I love you too, yeah? You know, and it's just like, whoa. But that's me. That's me. Jeff, right? Yeah. What I would say to you is you're probably a paedophile. Bye-bye. And so are you, Kindfield. Alright, bye-bye. Any others I need to block? Oh, John Fraser. No, I haven't killed anybody. Actually, John, I ain't going to block you. I did what was necessary on that occasion. And that's all I've got to say about that, really. You know, but I mean, this isn't, you know, if this is a warning of what actions that I will take when I lose it. If these fuckers want to keep on picking on me, if these fuckers think that I won't do the same to them, ooh, think again. Because I will. If you want to abuse children, on my watch. Alright? Be prepared. You know? Be fucking prepared. Because I'll descend on you like thunder, a fire, and earthquake, and I'll descend upon you like a fucking Jove. That's why I sting paedophiles. I didn't realise I was that ill. I didn't realise I was ill at all. I didn't Do you know what? I look back at that now. It's like, how the fuck did you do that? Why did you do that? It wasn't because I was drunk. It was because I was angry. And in 2006, someone, right? Not 2000. Well, yeah. Yeah, the cricket bat incident was 2006. By the time I stuck internet into the school, it was 2012. How many of you would reach into their pocket and take £2.5 out your pocket and go, woof, and make sure people or children had a good education? I bet none of you would. So although I'm particularly, you know, I've done these things, it doesn't mean that I'm an evil person. Not at all. You know, the reason why I've done this, and the reason why I decoy, is because I believe in good and right. And I believe in good and right to such an aspect that, and to help people in such an aspect that I wouldn't, yeah, do I ever want to do that again? No, not particularly. Are you going to push it to it? I mean, perhaps. Keep guessing. The sad thing about true stupidity is that you can absolutely do nothing about it. You know? You can't do nothing about true stupidity, and we are dealing with true stupidity. And my stupid, right, this is an intelligent stupid, versus your dumb stupidity, is oceans apart. You know, if you want to test on how far I go, test me. Test me, by all means, test me. So I swear to God, I'll yield you out. You think you're fucking around with an idiot here, don't you? You think you can bully me, don't you? You want to carry on? I'm going to let the police deal with you, because God help you if I have to. Seriously. Because I'm going to make that nonce in India, right, look like the fucking, you know what I mean, a Morris dance in May. And it's how far I would go to protect kids. And this disgusting action of yours, and these disgusting accusations of yours, yeah, defy logic. They defy everything that I stand for. Everything that I fucking... No, I wasn't right. You're a prick as well, aren't you, Randy? Yeah, I mean, look at the fucking state of you. Bye-bye. Um, no, I got kicked out of the police force for stabbing somebody. I got kicked out of the police force for hitting somebody. Alright? There we go. After 9 months. Never mind. At least I know the fucking law. At least I know what I can get away with, eh? You know, I recite law, I learn law, I learn law every day. If I'm not on air, I am actually reading. You know, I mean, I've been studying, right? The Justices of the Peace Act of 1361 and the viable options that I'd have on that with stinging. I mean, when you sort of like start delving into shit like that, yeah, you know you're fucking around with the wrong bastard. Every single one of you that have abused kids in that torture chamber, your day is done. Your day is over. These people are going to be protected, and they're not going to be protected by anybody else. They're going to be protected by me. Joanne Mossop's going to be protected. Peter Greenall's going to be protected. Heidi McInnes is going to be protected. Andy Butup, yeah, every single fucking one of them will be protected by my person. The berserker. They're my family. They're the poor bastards that are being abused by those that maintain they protect children. Do they fuckers like? Their egos are so puffed up that they want to make stars of themselves. There's one thing you will never hear me say on a sting: like and share. Because that's feebly abhorrent. I sting to catch a paedophile, not to broadcast it. Although I'll broadcast it for evidence and I'll broadcast it on Facebook. But yeah, do I give a fuck? As long as they get caught by the police. No. That's my break. I don't think that this ought to be turned into a marketing operation. I don't think this ought to be turned into a glory hunting exercise. There's nothing glorious in what we do. Decoying's disgusting. It's horrible. It's awful. And if you want to turn around with you, can you teach me how to be a decoy? It's like, are you sure? But I can hold it, and I've got to hold it in the UK. If I'm abroad, anything goes. Not here, though. But I'm also the hero of Hikadura, where I saved hundreds of children in one strike. February 2012. I left Deep D and Varja and Namantha and Vishwa. And I ended up in Hikadura. I was also stalked by a Sri Lankan police officer who I believe might have been gay. But that's another story. But I'm going to go on to another in particular story. I'm not gay, by the way, alright? Yeah? You know. And there's a private number again. Alright? because they're pussies, they're cowards. Yeah, but this phone is going to be handed in as soon as I get my new devices, and I'm going to find out who you are, and you're going to get prosecuted because it's these same trolls, you see. And I think it was Meg that did it. That's the only person that I can imagine that passed on that number. Meg Solo. So, I mean, apparently she's one of these people that were meant to be in my own. Well, I'm associated with that team. It might not be her. I've got to make sure. It's one of the ones that said something really nasty about me earlier, and that's the only one that I can point at the moment. Because she thinks Laura Cooper is innocent. So anyway, when I go away for a month, I go climbing mountains and trekking and doing all those things. Meeting my family, or my adopted family, which I did, and I bought them real cricket bats, and cost me a bomb, and it did, well, between $200 and $300, really. Something like the little bastards. You know? So that was another phone call from a private number. Yeah, so somebody's passed my number on, this very new number on, and the only person that I can relate to doing that is Meg Solo. Sorry. Yeah. You know, nobody makes an... Well, I mean, it's not wise. Let's put it that way. Alright. Man, woman. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Making a name out of me, I'm coming after you. So anyway, 2012. I had 2 weeks or 2 and a bit weeks of... I spent a couple of extra days with Vishvar and Amantha and Raja and Deepti and, you know, grown carrots, and they've extended their house, and they've made a trekking club, and they've made a business out of it now, and I'd love you to go over there and see them, and yeah, and meet my family, or my adopted family actually. And they'll show you about. And that ain't, you know, a comfortable little coach. They'll drag you onto a local bus and take you somewhere, or onto a train, or yeah, whatever you want to do, they'll facilitate it for a fee. But it's better than paying the travel agent. Yeah, you go to the airport, you know, Colombo Airport. You land, they'll get you, they'll take care of you. Boof, off you go. If it's in the evening, you'll end up in Colombo, you know, you'll end up in Colombo, which is fine, but then do go to the Cricket Club Cafe. Oh, that's the other thing, you buy them food. That's probably one of the other things that you do. And it's very inexpensive, so yeah, don't worry about that. So, 2012, after I got stalked by this gay Sri Lankan police officer for about fucking 4 weeks, right? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, trust my luck. Yeah, it wasn't a gay Sri Lankan female. No, it wasn't a female Sri Lankan officer, because they don't have them over there. Funnily enough, It's quite a patriarchal society. So you don't have them over there so much as, you know, other things. Chadia, may I ask you a question? Are you Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi? If you don't mind me asking. It don't matter. We're Asian, you know? We're all brothers and sisters. The whole world is brothers and sisters. I don't mind if you're back, you know what I mean? I don't have any, no, you're human beings. I'm Sri Lankan and I'm English, yeah? Those are the two mainstays within my capacity. So how would you describe yourself, Chadia? Sir, Maya, would you like to fuck off? Bye-bye. Right. Um, the hero if he could do it. Let's get on to this. So the first 2 weeks I'd be wandering about, going to Siberia and war zones and fucking about. That was 2006, but I didn't do that in 2012, you know what I mean? I went into the war zone in 2006, yeah? Because I was a proper lunatic then, I was young. Younger. And, first 2 weeks, 2 and a bit weeks, I went around travelling, seeing everything again. And I haven't gone into the south east of the country properly. I haven't gone to Wellow and I haven't gone to, yeah, those southeastern parts. And I've got to go over to them to see my island properly. I've seen this island properly, but, well, apart from Kent and North Wales, really well. But I've got the rest of it mapped out in my head. Roads, yeah, it's all there. So 2012, done with 2 and a bit weeks. I've gone down to Hikkaduwa. I'm in this bloody place. Yeah, so what I used to do, you know, instead of going to the tourist restaurants, I go to the local restaurant. Yeah, which is about 50 pence for breakfast. Yeah, and you'd have, you know, rice and chapatis and dal and, yeah, you'd do all of that and woomph. And I'd used to go off to the off license and I'd go onto the beach with a bottle of vodka and some Tropicana, because they do sell Tropicana over there, and my own little glass. I sat there on the beach. This bloke comes up to me and he goes, "Do you want some marijuana?" Now, I hadn't had a joint for nearly 4 weeks, alright? Oh, what? Okay, yeah. I go, alright. Yeah, I go, okay, yeah, I'll have a bit of that if you've got it. I do love weed. Alright. I haven't had a joint for, what, how many days now? Fucking hell, it's been a week. Anyway, right, would you like some marijuana? It has been a bloody week. It's Sunday, isn't it? I haven't had a joint since Saturday night before last. Yeah, so I'm good to go when I next smoke one. I'll be giggly as fuck. I'll be alright, yeah? Tolerance down when you're smoking weed. Yeah, you just do a little bit, yeah, and then when your tolerance is getting that little bit too high, you stop and then you start again, and then you, yeah, and then as soon as the tolerance, yeah, so it saves you money. Anyway, Went to this local place, 50 pence for breakfast, cup of tea, yeah, an extra, 10 pence or something, you know what I mean? And then you'd go out, you'd go to the bottle shop, you go, right, a bottle of vodka, and you'd have a couple of litres of Tropicana, and then you'd get in the bag and you'd sit on the beach. I was there it's like my penultimate day when I was, before I had to go to Colombo, to settle in Colombo to get ready for my flight for home. So I'm sat there, I'm leant against this boat, and this bloke comes up to me, Franken bloke, obviously. He goes, "Would you like some marijuana?" And I'm going, "Yeah." He goes, "It's from Amsterdam." I said, "Don't fucking start lying to me, it's from Amsterdam." I said, "We're in England." I said, "There's no way on God's green earth, that could have travelled 6,000 miles from Amsterdam to get here, right?" Because, "Oh, no, sir, it's from Amsterdam." I said, "Bollocks, is it? Yeah?" I said, I've seen the shit that you produced in 2006, and it was wank. Yeah? I said, "All right." I said, "Look," I said, "how much is it?" He goes, 5,000 rupees. I'm going, "You fucking what?" I said, "Last time it was 50 rupees. I mean, that's a hell of a, so I was, he was there trying to take the piss out of me, and I was trying to take the piss out of him. Yeah, it's like, "Yeah, all right. He's just giving me he's just lying through his teeth. He goes, "Oh, no, the reason why it's so expensive, sir," and they do this, "The reason why it's so expensive, sir," Flankers do that, yeah, do that, yeah, I don't know how to do it. It's like, yeah, they don't go yes and no, they just do that in a weird way, and so do Indians. And I even said to Chandigarh, I said, "Does that mean yes or no?" He goes, "No, I'm alright with it." Actually, so we haven't, yeah. And when at the end of the transaction, or the attempted transaction, he turned around to me, he goes, "How would you like to have sex with the young girl?" Or, "Would you like to have sex with the young girl?" I said, and then I just sort of like looked at him. I said, "How young?" He goes, "Very, very young, sir. Whatever you want." Right? And at that, I was in the sat crossed Buddhist positions, like cross-legged, and I just jumped up and I smacked him. I just sprang up, bang. He was there. And I started screaming at him. I said, "You better fuck off now." Yeah, and he ran off. And the next thing I knew, there's a restaurant owner behind me. So I wasn't even in a restaurant. And he started saying, "You're not going anywhere. I've called the police." I said, "Yeah, good." I said, "I'm glad you called the police." Because "You're not going anywhere." And I just looked up at him and I said, "And what the fuck are you going to do about it if I wanted to?" I said, "Because I'd knock you the flying cunt out, Because "You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere, sir." Yeah. I said, "No, I am." I said, "If I wanted to," I said, "I would." I said, "But actually, I want to see the police about this fucker." Yeah, because he's just offered me kids for sale. And the police turned up, and as I occasioned an assault, I was arrestable. Alright, so I got up to the Sri Lankan police. I offered my arms out, yeah, to get handcuffed, because I was perfectly willing to get handcuffed. Yeah, because I had committed the crime of assault. And they said, "No, sir." Yeah. "Can you tell us what happened?" So I told them what happened. And restaurant manager was chirping in their ear. And then they asked me for a description. I went, and I started trying to give him a description. I said, well, hang on a minute. I said, he knows the bloke. He's the one that called you, yeah, about this. So he'll know who he was. So on my last day in Hickadoodle, yeah, whatever it was, yeah, it was very near the end. And the police go, yeah, all right, mate. And they turned around to this restaurant manager and started questioning him because you can go now. I was like, yeah, all right, mate, cheers. They're tourist police. So I went wandering off and I just went on with my day. And then I went in. No. It was my penultimate day that I went into the back in it or into the shop and there's sort of shacks. So this is a couple of days before the penultimate day. That's right. That's the way it gauged. And I went in to the shop or the shack. And I wanted 20 cigarettes. They don't sell tobacco over there. And he goes, you're that man from the other day, aren't you? I go, oh, what? He goes, you're that man from the beach, aren't you? I go, what beach? He goes, you're the man that caught the nasty man. And I'm going, what? Did I? He goes, yeah. He goes, you did. Yeah? He goes, you're a hero. And he fucking lifted up his hatch. Now, you know when you see these Asian guys go down and touch their, try to touch the hunter's feet? Yeah, in an act of deference. He did that to me. And then he took me round to the local restaurants. He goes, you're going to eat here for nothing tonight. He goes, you've saved our community. I've just saved hundreds of children in one fucking punch. Whilst half pissed on the beach. And then these fuckwits, yeah, accuse me of having a fictitious hard drive full of child pornography or child abuse images, whatever you want to call it. I don't see how Ashley and shit and that Laura Cooper has even the temerity to question my actions or my will or my way. Do what I've done. I will grant every paedophile out there. Go to the measures that I've done and then get back to me. Alright? You know, I mean, I've only stung twice. You know, but I mean, shit. I mean, you know, a load of you are really good at doing what you're doing, and that's great. I mean, I support you, wholeheartedly, and I always will. You know, but don't accuse me of being slow, stupid, or idiotic, because I'm not that thing. I'm a wise, erudite decoy, and I know when to sting, and I know when to act, and I know when to act properly, given the situation. And to be honest with you, I've done two things in foreign crimes where I could have got fucking jailed. Then, yeah, match that, fuckers. I saved hundreds of children in one fucking hit. Well, I hit him. Hundreds. It's a child prostitution ring he was fucking running. So yeah, I mean, if you want to count that as a fucking sting, fucking count that as a sting. And if you want to count the thing in 2006 as a sting, that was a severe sting. I wouldn't do that in this country though, you know, because I'd get done for grievous bodily harm. Not out there though. I could get away with it. Was it an Asian that was abusing those kids in 2006? No, it's a European, actually. I ain't gonna go into too many fucking details as to the fact. Hang on, I need a wee a moment. I'm just gonna leave that there. As far as I know, he's still in Piccadilly prison. And the only reason why I know he's in Piccadilly prison is because I've got a mate who's a chief inspector in the Colombo police. You know, I've got one mate who's a major in the Sri Lankan army, and I've got one, his brother-in-law, who's a fucking chief inspector in the Sri Lankan police force. The first night I spent in Sri Lanka in 2012, I witnessed the the inspector's sports and social club. And that cricket pitch is one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. And we're being brought squid and all sorts by. And there were inspectors living in the digs. And some sergeants too. And I ingratiated myself to say that I only ever made a constable. So they outranked me. You know? And it ain't about rank. Even when I was a sales manager. Nothing's about rank. It's about fervour, it's about gait, it's the way you go at things, it's the way you believe, it's the way you attack things. It's to do what's right. It's to do what's noble. And God help you. And God help us, it's to do what's brave. I've been to the Morocco. Yes, of course I have. I've been to Essaouira, and I've been to Marrakesh, and I've been down there into the Sahara. And on the road to Timbuktu, I'd love to, but although Timbuktu's at war, all the city at least, is at war. And, that entire territory is at war, so that road is now actually quite dangerous. But yeah, I've seen the road to Timbuktu. Was it Bedouin that wanted to take me into the desert for 6 months because I was such a fucking scream. So yeah, I know. I love Moroccans, they're so friendly. I've been hugged by, in Agadir. Not Agadir, Agadir. And there's two stories about Agadir, actually, that I'd like to talk about. And the first instance... Agadir. Yeah. So we went from Agadir to Essaouira, and we went from Essaouira to Marrakesh, and then we went from Marrakesh over the Atlas Mountain into oh God, what's it called? Anyway, we ended up in the Sahara down that road over the mountains, and you got the oasis near the mountains, yeah, which is like right at the bottom of the mountains. But then as soon as the oasis sort of ends, then it's you obviously got water flowing down, and there the oasis is at the bottom of the mountains. But you had children. Um, what they do is and they're really good at they try to sell you fossils, which are not really fossils. It's something they've crafted out of rock. But all they want is pen and papers, you know? You know? So you got the oases, and then you got that place. Do you know Gladiator? There's this town where Gladiator was filmed, and it's a bit further on. And we went there, and there was a carpet manufacturer that wanted about 5 grand for a bloody silk woven carpet, and they were making it by hand, obviously, but obviously it was not from hand, it was from a fucking factory. But people buy it, you know what I mean? And they only need to make one sale out of 100 to keep themselves going. You know? But that's the prescription of bullshit that salesmen give you. But I am not one of those salesmen that will give you a prescription of bullshit. So, I'm quite wise to all that bollocks. Oh no, but this has got gold thread through it, so it's like, yeah, really? Fuck off. You know what I mean? You don't trust anything. You know? Yeah, there's this, God, what's it called now? Is where Gladiator was, the fight scenes at the beginning of Gladiator were filmed right near that place. And we spent a night with the Bedouin. And again, like China, I sang Green Grow the Rushes though, because that's just sort of like one of the traditional English tunes that you sing to people. That you're in this tent, yeah, and they're serving this tagine. The tagine is just Moroccan tagine is just yum, yum, yeah. So we do that, and we have our meal in this tent, and we're all talking and we're all chatting and all of that. And you got to check for scorpions in your boots and shit like that. So you got to sort of go, right, have we got a scorpion in there? Just so you don't get, because the smaller the scorpion, the harder the bite. Funnily enough, that's true. So these little bastards will crawl into your shoes. You gotta fucking empty them out, and just make sure you haven't got a scorpion in your boot. And I told them a few jokes, and I sang Green Grow the Rushes Oath, for the traditional meal time, the after meal time is rather than play music or and all of that. And yeah, I sang Green Grow the Rushes Oath. And they wanted to kidnap me because it was January. I said, and they was going, right, it's almost the end of the season. He goes, you're coming with us? I go, what do you mean you're coming with us? He goes, you're coming round with us for 6 months. I said, no, I can't do that. I've got to get back to work. But do you know what? I wish I had. I've never been to Casablanca, my darling. No, I haven't. Are you Moroccan, my? Are you Moroccan, my sweet? Yeah, or Libyan, or I mean, Zuri, you're Arab, aren't you, darling? You know, Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam would be the answer. If you are, you might be Pakistani by that name. But Pakistan creates some brilliant cricketers. I've looked into Pakistan as well from the Indian border, so it doesn't matter. We're all human beings. It doesn't matter. In the beginning, borders didn't matter. We were just all human beings. I'm half. I'm half Sri Lankan, definitely. Yeah, but I'm a mixture of Scottish, Irish, and English, and Australian. And I've got a Portuguese surname. Okay, Zari. Egyptian? Oh, come on, tell me, Chadia. You don't know, honestly. It don't matter. Oh, come on. Not with a name like that, you're not. Where, okay. Yeah, I'm British English. I'm English British as well, alright? But where, okay, let's rephrase this, okay? Right? Okie doke then. Now, where were your mother and father or your grandparents from? Okay? Because you don't get a name like yours, okay? Without, yeah, having some foreign blood in you, alright? And you ought to be proud of your blood. You know? You ought to be proud of your forefathers. I am. I mean, my grandfather was going on the North Atlantic convoys because obviously Sri Lankan. Okay. Okay. Salam alaikum. Moroccans are brilliant. You know what I mean? Moroccan Shadia. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like Western Arab. Yeah. But you're a wonderful people. You're so friendly and I love you to bits. North Africans. Just people, really. And don't ever be ashamed of where you're from. I'm not. I support Sri Lanka at cricket. You know, if Sri Lanka were playing England at cricket, right? Right, okay. Look, you're being quite convoluted here, right? Where is, yeah, bugger your old husband, right? Yeah, your ex-husband was Moroccan, okay? This is painful, right? Where were you from? Or where are your family from? And yes, I about it. You know what? I'm not disputing that. But where were your forefathers from personally? Not your husbands, not your children's, but you. Okay, so Shadia. Are you Libyan? Egyptian? Are you Saudi? Are you it does look. I love you all the same, alright? I'm not a racist. Yeah? I mean shit. I'm from immigrant stock myself, like, so Brooke, right? I saw your friend's request and I entirely do not trust you. Okay, so I'm going to block you now and I'd like you to go away. Right, now, um, yeah, I was born in Bridgewater, Somerset. Look, right, stop trying to be English, alright? I try hard not to be English, alright? I really do try hard not to be English. I try to have, or to gauge, yeah? Narnia, the lion with the sword in his hand, her hand, yeah? Of my native Sri Lanka, you know? Ah, okay. Right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere now. Okay, so you changed your name to a Muslim. Do you still, and if you don't mind me asking, are you, the Islamic faith, and actually, a lot of, Islam is just a wonderful, honestly, the belief systems and, yeah, I haven't got any problem with people that are Muslim or anything like that, but your name's Sharon. All right, darling. Yeah, that's fine. That's all I wanted to know, all right? Yeah? So your name's Sharon, you know? That's all right, darling. Yeah? Yeah? Sweetheart, yeah, we're not racist here, all right? You're gonna be my mate. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you switch to if you switch to Islam, that's absolutely fucking fine by me. I ain't gonna fucking judge you. You know? You know? We're all human beings, darling. Okay? So, um, please don't be embarrassed. Alright? But you've got a Muslim name. So how does that work out? Sorry, I really do want to get sorry. This is fascinating, that's all. That is all it is, Shadia. Sharon, Shadia, you know? Shadia does sound better than Sharon, though. I must admit. Then, Sharon, yeah? Shadia, yeah? Yes, honestly, please, honestly, right? You know, if you're going to get any trolls, right, just fucking talk to me, alright? And I'll put them to bed. Alright, sweetie? But obviously you've taken an Islamic name, Shadia. What does it mean, if you don't mind me asking? Could you possibly tell me that? See, you thought I was drunk, didn't you? And I'm having a perfectly good conversation with this lady. Right, yeah, so, did you convert, or... You didn't convert, but he was your husband. Yeah, okay, I get it, yeah, that happens a lot. You know, I mean, it isn't like it's, you know, it's Western, it's like, you know, as far as Africa goes, that's as far as Islam goes, you know, into Morocco and, yeah, and all of that, so... Yeah, I thought you might be. I thought you might have done. Alright? You know, so never be ashamed of your identity, alright? Whether you're gay, straight, yeah, bisexual, yeah. You know, even if you like turnip stuffed up your bum on every Saturday, yeah? Yeah, and you keep it a secret from everybody else, yeah. Right, if you like it, do it. As long as you're not harming kids, alright? That's the point. And as long as you're not doing that, do it. You know what I mean, sweetie? Yeah? Chadia means strength. You chose a good name, because I doubt it not. I expect you're very strong. You're a warrior, Chadia. Same here, alright? That's fine. At least they have a belief. And Islam isn't all bad. Okay? Did you know that Jesus Christ was a prophet of Islam? Alright? So don't, yeah? I'm a Buddhist. So, yeah. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I'm not Christian either. Alright? I'm a Buddhist. Your kid's a Muslim. I don't know what you are. Agnostic, I think. By the sounds of you. If you're Muslim, that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm a Buddhist. Yeah? It don't matter. You know what I mean? It don't matter. You know, Jesus Christ was actually a prophet of of Islam. He did actually say, he said, look, you know, there's going to be somebody else that will guide the way for you. At some given point in some scripture or somewhere, yeah, I'm not the last one. But then there's other bits in the Bible that say, yeah, I am the last one, but no. Yeah, it ain't, because there's prophets that come along. You know what I mean? And there'll be others, I'm sure. I mean, just take a look at, I mean, when you take a look at belief systems and things like that, I mean, let's take a look at that thing that Tom Cruise is involved in, where they think they're all going to be taken off. Yeah, I mean, churches are beautiful, temples are beautiful. I mean, the church that I was baptised in as a Christian, I'd hasten to add, in Stagursey, is a Norman church, and I can see the font I was baptised in. It's over 1,000 years old. You know? I converted to Buddhism on Sri Pada in Sri Lanka. You know? That's where I saw the light. Because before that, I was a violent little motherfucker. No, I didn't take any shit. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't, you know, specifically violent, but, you know, it's sort of like, if anybody gave me shit, you know what I mean, when I was younger, I'm 46 now, yeah, I'd give them a good slap. You know, you know what I mean? Well, then I was young and stupid. I'm not the dickhead that I am today. You know what I mean? Scientology, that's a bloody one, isn't it? You know what I mean? What's that about? But, right, I'm going to tell you something now about religion and the cycle of religion and how things seem to have panned out in time. Well, time just recent, and I'm talking recent, and I'm talking about one entire eon. Yeah, and if nobody knows what an eon is around 2,150 years. Now, in Roman times and in Greek, Roman times particularly, when it get up to 0 AD, BC, whatever you want to call it, yeah, before the birth of Christ, we were in the age of Taurus, okay? And now we're in the age of Pisces. And then we're going to go, and there's this other song which is called The Age of Aquarius, and these are called eons. Now, the bull used to be worshipped right up until the time of Jesus Christ, and then it became the fish symbol, and that's why you see the fish symbol on the back of cars and things like that, yeah? But before that, and before the last eon ended, and the next eon will end in 2150, or there or thereabouts, where a new religion should, by latitude of the fact, go to, before Pisces, it's Aquarius. Yeah, there's this song, The Age of the Aquarius, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. The Age of Aquarius. Yeah, so we're about to enter the Age of Aquarius. Now, an eon lasts around 2,150 years, and an eon is the time it takes the Earth to go around the centre of the galaxy. You learn everything, you learn something new every single day, don't you? That's about an eon. Yeah, 2150. Now, before that, Taurus the bull was the thing, and how they used to execute people in Roman times is they'd have this brass bull, and they'd lock the prisoner in it, they'd set a fire under this brass bull, it would fire up, and they used to cook the bastard to death in the bull. And as he was screaming inside, they made it so the bull, yeah, would make a sound, yeah, or where as he was screaming, rather than him screaming, the scream would come out, yeah, out of the bull's nose, and it would sound like a bull. So that was a method of execution, and that's the age of Taurus. So then we're about to enter the age of Aquarius in 2150. Yeah, so we're in the age of Pisces at the moment, and yeah. And that's what an eon is. It's about 2,150 years, the time it takes the Earth to go right around the centre of the galaxy, rather than any revolutions around the moons or anything like that. So yeah, and they thought, and even before that, Taurus. What's after Taurus? Isn't it Cancer? There'd been the age of Cancer before that. So yeah, I mean, with human evolution, to, when they pointed to the stars and things like that, so there would have been an age before Taurus, yeah, and these are things that that are not fully understood as to why they did it, but it's one of the things. Did you know I was that? Yeah, I know about these things. I read a lot. Yeah, I maintain a lot of information. So, so before 2150 BC, then there was something else. So it's one of these weird eonic things, and also it's about human belief, and I think it's a lot also to do with brainwashing. Is what your fellow people do and what your fellow people believe and what you believe. See, if you're surrounded by Muslims, you'll become a Muslim. If you're surrounded by Christians, you'll become a Christian. If you're surrounded by Buddhists or Sikhs or Hindus, yeah, it's what your parents teach you. Yeah, but the best thing a parent could ever teach you is the value of decency and respect, and to love one another, which is one of the things which are highly lacking in this community. Does that make sense? They did, Joanne, you're correct. Because Jesus fucked off to India. John the Baptist died in Turkey along with Mary, his mother, Mary Magdalene. I've been to Mary Magdalene's house, and it's near Ephesus, and it's near the Temple of Artemis. And there's these walking sticks that have been hung up because and it's the power of the mind, really. And this is everything to do with the power of mind. If you think you can do something, if you can think you can defeat something, yeah, boom, it's right in here. Yeah? So these people used to go to this house. There's loads of these walking sticks, and people have just gone through there, and just through the power of belief in the power of Jesus Christ in this case, they've walked out of there, and they've just hung their fucking walking sticks and walked out there normally. Isn't that weird? But it's only the power of belief. It's like that power of belief when I said I could sing by myself. And I always said I did. I could, and I would, and I did. And it's that thing, your existence entirely is the topography of it exists between your two temples. Yeah, no, I'd wish I'd get that CPTS out of my head so I could just waft that off and go back off on holiday and live in the jet life, I'd like to do that, but it ain't going to happen very time soon because I'm too severely damaged. Well, I'm not too severely damaged, but I am too severely damaged to do it at the moment, especially with what's just happened to me. And they're not helping. And, yeah, I truly believe in one thing. You don't always get what you want in life, but I'm damn sure as long as you believe it, you're going to get what you picture in your mind's eye. As long as you got it in your mind's eye, nothing is impossible. Provided that you believe you can do something, you can do it. And there can't be any weapon that can destroy you, bar, you know, as long as you can believe in what you can do, what you're capable of. And what you stand up for. So it's an ecumenical argument, isn't it? And if you describe paedophile hunters as a church, you know, sometimes I'll just turn around to them and say, oh, that's an ecumenical argument. It's like that. Father Ted, it's like, yeah, right, okie doke then. Yeah, you know, they ask me a question, well, that'll be an ecumenical argument, fuck off. Like, you know, I'm going to do exactly what I'm going to do. Just go away. And, yeah, it sort of like works like that. But I think, you know, if I was a Christian, I mean, I was baptised a Christian, but I converted to Buddhism, and that's alright by me. I haven't changed my name though, I'm still Christy Simon Gerald Pereira. I'm still not a paedophile, despite what these fucking horrible bastards have done to me. I will still get them. Yeah. Jesus teaches us how to forgive. But Buddhism is yin-yang, motherfucker. You wanna fucking give me negative energy, then I'll fucking convert that into positive energy, and I'm gonna positively fucking get you. And that ain't, an ecumenical argument. That's absolute fucking fact. You know? Ashley's gone. No, Ashley's gonna go. I'm gonna fold him. I'm gonna fold the fucking lot of them. You know what I mean? Jimmy Savile, she's gone. Yeah, public toilet. He's gonna. Oh, hang on, no, she's gonna disappear. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna call him she because yeah, fuck it. Yeah, and we talk like this, right? Anyway, right? Honestly, right? I am not homophobic. Yeah? I'm not homophobic. There's no way on God's, you know what I mean? I would take people as people are. Yeah? But he's just a that likes to bully people. Because he wants to feel like a man. He wants to feel he's special. I ain't fucking special. You know what I mean? I ain't fucking special at all. I ain't better than any one of you. Why would I be? I'm a better hunter than any of these? Nah. Certainly I'm probably one of the worst. But that's okay by me. And that's the point. I ain't in a race. I ain't in a race. I'll get them as I get them. And I think you're a flying fuck. No, oh, you've only stung two. It's like, have I? It's like, yeah, right. I've only stung two, but you know, have you done it by yourselves? It's like, oh no, we haven't done it ourselves, but the teams behind you, you fucking bunch of pricks. I mean, Jesus fucking wept. There was another private number coming up. Don't worry, this is getting handed in straight to the police. I'm telling you, right? I am, as soon as I get that S9 and S8 through the post, yeah, this is being handed back through to the police. Yeah, because I want you tracked. and I want you done. And if you think I'm not going to stop hunting you, right? Yeah, because I'm a fucking hunter. Keep trying. Yeah, look at these look at these laughs. Honestly, look at these fucking laughs. Yeah? That's that prick Wayne Ritchie. Yeah? I tell you what, dude, right? Yeah, if I ever got hold of you, yeah, if I ever stood in front of you, you'd shit yourself. You would cry. And you can laugh now because you're behind your keyboard, so yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just ignore these laughs. It's only Wayne Ritchie just going, "Ah." Yeah. I mean, in my head, what I'm planning to do with him, it ain't gonna happen. Right, is severe. Yeah, he better not push me over that precipice, because I will cut his fingers off. With a pair of secateurs. I'll watch him scream. If you think I'm joking, I've done it before. Ooh. Oh yeah, I've done that before. Fuck it. I've done it to another paedophile that I haven't even mentioned yet. But never mind. Let's not go there. And it wasn't on this territory. I was in Morocco. Funnily enough. But I didn't use secateurs. I used a knife. But hey yo, there we go. That's sick boy for you. And all these fuckers that are laughing, especially that Wayne Ritchie is laughing, it's like, you know, if you want it, you know, he'd shit himself. With me. It's like, how far do you go? It's like, how far do you want me to go? It's like, you know, give me a range. He goes, what's your limit? It's like, no limit, sunshine. What do you want me to do? Yeah, and if you think you're fucking untouchable, Richie, yeah, and if you want to, you know, you ain't safe anymore, dude. You ain't fucking safe. That ain't only coming from me, shithead. Right, that's coming from fucking, like, tons of others. Yeah, so you can stop fucking laughing, you prick. I would, what country would I like to go to? I'd like to go to Brazil and do a bit of cocaine and have a bit of salsa and salsa dancing and all of that lot. And I'd also like, there is one place that I want to go to, and that's Albuquerque. Well, United States, but it's this one specific place, and it's only because of a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Yeah, Albuquerque. And I don't know why I want to go to Albuquerque, but I want to go to Albuquerque. It's only because of this Bugs Bunny cartoon. And there's another place I want to go to, which is I want to go to Ulaanbaatar, which is the capital of Mongolia, and I would love to go. I mean, I've seen the Mongolian steppes from the Great Wall of China, but I'd like to go. Yeah, into Mongolia itself. I'd love to go to Ulaanbaatar, and I'd like to go out and spend some time with the tribes people out in Ulaanbaatar, actually, and ride some horses bareback, and you know they can do. I can't even ride a fucking horse. You know, it's like, you know. I mean, I'm gonna fall off. I'm gonna fall off those fucking things. You know what I mean? In a New York minute, but I'd like to give it a go. I'm 46, like, you know what I mean? I don't, you know, so I'd love to do that. Where else would I like to go? I never want to go to Australia or New Zealand. Yeah, there's too many, you know, it's too, no, that's too British, that's too European. Um, I've been to China, I've been to Beijing, Shanghai, Nanjing. Where else would I like to go? Um, let's think. Where else would I actually like to go? I mean, they're on my short list. I'd love to go to the Arctic. Just to see it. Not for long. A couple of days at the edge of it. On the ice sheet. At risk of polar bears. Like, you know, up there. Because fucking nothing's worth anything without risk. I'd like to go to Nepal. Which I nearly did, but the king, was it Nepal? Nepal? Yeah. You know, the king of Nepal killed his entire family to get the crown. And then they went into lockdown. They went into martial law and curfew as I was in India, because that was the place that I was going to go next. It's like no fucking good if I've got to go to fucking bed at 7 o'clock at night. It's like, yeah, right, okay, fuck off. I wanna, you know, I wanna get stoned, I wanna drink, I wanna sit out. It's always like, you know, what I mean? So go away. So I couldn't do that. So I'd always like to go to Nepal. Uh, Russia. I'd like to go to Moscow. I'd like to go to Vladivostok. I don't know what. Why do I want to go to Vladivostok? I don't know why I want to go to Vladivostok, but I do. Um, you know, I mean, I've got what in my life is like active. You know, really active. I've got about 14 years before my back goes and all this shit. You know what I mean? I'm 46, so yeah, like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, before I start becoming an old man. Yeah. I don't want to go to South Africa. And if Timbuktu is ever safe, I'd love to go there. But it ain't safe at the moment, so don't fucking bother. Alright? But I'd like to go to Timbuktu as well. At least, you know, it's one of the things. I've been on the road to Timbuktu, but yeah. Or Tombouctou. Tombouctou. Yeah? It's Tombouctou. Where else would I like to go? Vietnam, Laos, I mean, it's a bit Asian-y, but no. Thailand, I'll never go again. It's disgusting. There's too many old blokes with too many young women. You know? I mean, it's like 60 and 20. It's like, it's disgusting. Yeah, and you just want to go around clubbing people. You know, all these European. I mean, you go on about this Muslim. I am going to say this now. You go on about this sort of like so-called Muslim epidemic where Muslims are raping, you know, or getting into these paedophile rings where they're raping young white women. I mean, I want you to sort of start to consider what's going on over in Asia when you've got people all over Europe in Vietnam, Laos, Sri Lanka, India, yeah, Thailand, Vietnam, Thailand, and all those areas where paedophiles visit from this country and from Europe. I can't go to those places because, you know, I'll start in if I ever go to Thailand again. Yeah, I'm gonna kick the shit out of a European. Like, you know, I can't handle it. It's like, what the fucking hell are you doing? You're disgusting. You know. Hello, Kathy. How are you, darling? I'm speaking to you for a while. I do apologise for that. I'm so busy. You know? So, yeah, I must apologise. But hello, Kathy. Oh, Papua New Guinea. That's war torn, but I'd love to go there. Do you, Neve, is that to do with that tune, if you don't mind me asking? Papua New Guinea? 'Cause I love that tune. I really do like that tune, Papua New Guinea. I'd like to go and see some orangutans. Do I want to swim with dolphins? Nah. Would I like to sit with a gorilla? Yeah. And just ignore it. Definitely. You got to ignore gorillas. You just got to go, right, okay, I ain't going to even fucking look at you, you know? Would I like to cuddle a orangutan in Borneo? Of course I would. If I was well enough to work, I'd be doing this right now. But I'm gonna stop the bastards that stop me from doing it. I know, darling. No, I mean, it is Asia, basically, sweetie. Neve. Yeah. And I spent about 8 or 9 days in Thailand. I only had to renew my Indian visa. And I said, I did shag both of those Italian sisters. Yeah, but I was going off with one of them. Yeah, that was only after that. Yeah. And that, that wasn't cheating. That was just one of those things. And, I've never cheated on anybody. Yeah, we'd finished and then I got with her sister. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how the fuck that happened, but yeah, that happened. So, you know, I think I'm going to post up a tune in a moment. It's called Papua New Guinea. And it's from the 90s, obviously. You know, I'm a techno head. Well, I mean, there's loads more that's gone on since there, but Papua New Guinea is one of the things that could rock you to sleep, I suppose. What was I on about? There was a question that was asked. No, I can't do that at the moment. I mean, I'm afraid of leaving my own house at the moment. Especially given the stupid things that they posted on the UK database, or the fake one. And considering that I've just been raided, yeah, let's put it this way. Yeah, I've gone out on round 3, I'm winning on points. Yeah, and they've just come back and hit the fuck out of me. Yeah, but I'm still there and I'm going to get back up off my stool and I'm going to smash the fucking lot out. Yeah, so that's what I'm in recovery mode now. Literally. I'll have them in 6 or 7. 6 would be a tricks and 7 I'm going to send them to heaven. You know what I mean? Fuck them. You know, but I also know I've got a bit of psychopath in me. That I've done sick things in my past and, you know, I've cut fingers off and I've done stupid shit that I should not really engage you in right now. But yeah. Don't piss me off. Those are the only people that I've fucking wankers, basically. And these fuckers don't even know who the fucking hell they're fucking with. Oh yeah, Kathy, you know, what these fuckers did, yeah, and if they think, you know, anything that I've done is bad before, right, yeah, what they've accused me of now, right, is beyond reproach. Nobody accuses me of being a paedophile or even having a fucking hard drive. Yeah, I've warned the police. I said, you either do something about it or I will. Yeah, and if I've got to do something about it, yeah, they're fucked. There ain't no answer to me. Some sick, I mean, that sick boy, that is. That ain't Sanchez, that ain't Simon. That is something else. And what they've done is they're trying to activate sick boy. If I get hold of one of them, yeah, I'm gonna torture them. And there ain't no ifs, there ain't no buts, there ain't no candy or nuts. Yeah, I'll cut their fucking fingers off, personally. After what they've done to me, you know, I'll stop them from fucking typing. Simple. And I don't give a flying fuck. Yeah, whether they think I'm bullshitting or not. I've done it before and I'll do it again. Not because of internet abuse. Yeah. There have been other reasons. Not drugs, not anything. Just being a cunt, basically, to me. And that's what they don't understand what they're dealing with me. I'm a complete and utter fucking psychopath. And that's why I was able to manage, because psychopaths are leaders. Funnily enough, but I'm a good psychopath and not a bad psychopath. But there's this little bit and this little slither that have made me do some fucking shithead things. And I'm sort of almost ashamed of some of the things that I've done in my youth. But am I willing to do it again to some of these bastards? Yes, of course I am. Of course I am. You know, they're messing with a fucking psychopath. And they don't know it. You know, does that fucking prick want to fucking phone me again? I doubt it. They said, oh yeah, he's mad, he's this, he's that. They're right. They are right. You know, it's like he's floating away with the fairies. It's like, yeah, that's Sanchlight, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's nuts. Just leave him alone. And that's the thing that you ought to start learning. You know, if I'm left alone, right, I'm a happy little nest and I can go on, I can do my decoying, you know what I mean? I can just go along at my own pace, yeah? Leave me alone. If you fuck me off, you're dead. And I will do it. I've done it. I'll continue to do it. I don't care. I really don't care because these bastards are picking on children. And when they're picking on children, they got me to answer to. Especially with that torture chamber. So we'll get, you know, I'll do it. I'll end them. They'll never say a word again. I'll cut out their fucking tongues. Oh, no, not the entire tongue. I'll do... They'll never speak again. But then you can do cauterizing iron to seal it to make sure that it didn't die. Have I done that? I don't know. Wanna fuck with me now? Again, foreign territory. I'm clear. I ain't gonna tell you where that happened. I was sick. Anyway, never mind. That's why I can sing by myself. You know what I mean? That's why I'm potent, capable, competent, boomph. Yeah? I don't need anybody behind me. Because if you want to start on me, want to do this, then you are putting yourself in not mortal danger, but I swear to God, you'll never speak again. Piss me off enough, why don't you? Keep pushing me. Keep pushing me. I go in and sting paedophiles because they'll do it correctly and they'll obey UK law. It's what I've done outside the UK that you ought to start fucking worrying about. And to that mind, yeah. I'm a psychopath. So carry on. Do it. Push me. Push me. Just push me that a little bit more. Because I will destroy every single man-jack one of you. In a way that you would never, ever possibly conceive. Those are the things that I'm not proud of. But I've done them. So now, Richie, you want to still keep on fucking around with me? What about you, Mulhern? Yeah? Ashley, do you want to fuck? Do you want to fuck with me? Do you? Because I will do these things to you. If you carry on pushing it or do something akin to it. They call me the Mad Mexican, eh? You better believe it. Do I want to hurt anybody anymore? No. Will I? If necessary. As long as I've got a fucking iron on me, then yeah. As long as I can stop the bleeding, you're done. You're done. Never mind, eh? Call me Leon. Have you ever seen the film? I want to live alone with my cat. Or my dog here. I want to be nice to my neighbours. I want to retire to a peaceful life rather than that shit stain of the life that I've already had and the pain that I've caused and the suffering that I've caused. To deserved people. Paedophiles, mainly. Abroad, yes. So let's just focus on this avenue here. I call it my Adam. It's a hobby. It's what happened to me as a child you would never ever possibly understand. And if I ever see a child getting hurt or exposed in the way that TC2 is, and they deserve to get their tongues cut out and their fingers chopped off. That's what they deserve. And if they keep on pushing me, that's what they'll get. But I'd rather live in peace and harmony. I'd rather get down to my decoy phone and do things correctly for a change. I'm scary. I'm sick. I need to get better. I'll always be by myself. So I need to be by myself. Not because I don't want a relationship. I'd never expose anybody to my mind. So therefore I ought to remain single and I'll be here. And I ought to be furloughed into my old ways, from my old ways. Because tongues are tricky. Bleed like a motherfucker. And unless you cauterize that seeing that, well, they pass out, obviously, You gotta make sure they don't die. What's the point? You don't want to kill anybody. You want people to experience this and experience the pain that they were willing to inflict on others. I've come out with a lot tonight, haven't I? Too much, perhaps. But that's me. If they still want to come on, so be it. Yeah, because I'm going to give them exactly the same treatment that I've done all those others. I do have humanity. I want to be nice to people. I'm sick of being angry. You want to harm kids? You want to bully kids? Yeah. As you're doing, face me. Face me. Because this thing is sick. And there's absolutely no way that I'm ever going to stand. I've only ever done it to child abusers. You know? All these things are only ever done to child abusers. Yet they raided me for having child porn on my fucking imaginary hard drive. Oh no. No. Not to lengths I've gone to. And that's the thing. What do you want, Ashley, eh? Want to visit? Do you want to visit? Do you want to visit Richie me? Do you want me to visit you, Richie? Do you want me to visit you? Do you want me to fucking do what I've done to all these other people? I doubt it. I'm scary. And I'm effective. That's a confession. I suppose I ought to give it to you all. Before I continue hunting paedophiles in a lawful way in this country. Yeah, I mean, who else wants to fuck around with me, eh? Am I seeing shitty comments now? I blocked most of them. I doubt that. So I'm the only person that would do that. To stop people abusing children. That's why I've exposed TC2. That's why I become a paedophile hunter. And to do it correctly. Because if I went, and I've always warned them, if I went rogue, it's fucked. That's why I don't want to go rogue. I never want to go rogue again. Why would I want to go rogue? Maybe it might be because they deserve it. Or perhaps I'm telling them, please stop. And I'm asking them to stop. It doesn't mean that this evidence isn't going into the police. Or whether I used to wear a uniform when I was 19 or 18, 19. It ain't about that. It's what you fuckers think is justice and what is true justice. And you've got to make a decision, fuckfaces. Do you feel lucky? Do you actually feel that lucky that you can take me on? Do you? I mean, I went on the first thing. I was outnumbered 10-1, to my mind. I was actually outnumbered 19-1, but I managed to isolate, which is good. And I thought I might be able to do that. I wasn't going to broadcast it, but yeah. That's how I do it. I'll abide by UK law. When I'm out of the UK, then it's sort of like, yeah, free flow, really. Actually, but you know, these fuckers want to start picking on me. You know, they want to batter me. They want to do all these things to me. And they want to go on a holiday in Spain or wherever the fuck it is. I'm getting on the fucking flight behind them. Or India or wherever. India's probably better. I'm ashamed of what I've done, in a way. I'm also proud of it too. Because in my actions, over the years, and if you add up all the stings over the last 3 years, in those few actions, and they are very few, I'll probably save more kids than you've done combined. The last non-violent, or literally non-violent thing that I've ever done is Hickadua. And that's the one that I can shine up as a light of when I decided to become another way. Just hit them, don't hurt them too badly. Like I said, my childhood was hell. And if you're going to go around abusing children and trying to make their childhood hell, then I'll make your life hell. Simple. It's that simple. I'm an assassin. I will end you. And I don't want to. I don't even want the cause to want to. I want to retire here in my house, in my flat, even although it's a little bit messy, and be left the fuck alone by everybody. I don't want a girlfriend. I certainly don't want a boyfriend. My God, I'm not like. I just want me, my puppy, to live in peace, and for me to get onto my decoy phone and do what I have to do, which is protect these innocent children from paedophiles. Am I ashamed of my past? A little bit. Not a lot. My God, if you examine the circumstances, you'll know I'm right. You'll know it. So if any of you got anything to say to me, if you Richie or you Ashley, yeah, anybody like that wants to have a pop at me, come on. Just come on. Because I will destroy you without even thinking about it. And that's what they don't understand. I want to be nice. I want to be lovely. I want to change. The first time I cut somebody's finger off, I puked. But they deserved it because why? They were a paedophile. 2002. I ain't even gonna go into 2002. I mean, I haven't done anything like this often, but I just do it because I can, and I've been able to. That's sick boy, and I don't want sick boy. Sick boy hasn't emerged since 2006. I'm telling you what, I don't want his re-emergence to ever happen again.